The United States Holocaust Memorial Museum was built on a promise that America would never forget. Now, that promise is in danger. Since Labor Day, the museum's acclaimed Americans and the Holocaust exhibit, which examines how the Depression, isolationism, xenophobia, racism, and anti Semitism shaped the U.S. response to Nazism, has been closed for what officials call an upgrade. The traveling version remains on display elsewhere, but the museum's own won't reopen until 2026. While museum spokespeople insist the content won't change, the timing has many worried something already has. That's because this upgrade comes amid a sweeping Trump administration review of federally funded museums, part of an executive order aimed to eliminate what the White House calls divisive and anti-American content. It also follows the president's decision to fire 5 Biden-appointed members of the Holocaust Museum's governing board, including former Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff, and replace them with loyalists. One of those new board members, Martin Oliner, wrote that Trump is cleaning house at the museum and praised him for making the Holocaust Memorial Council great again, and warned that possible renovations run the risk of making the museum even more woke and disconnected, a liberal monument to the dangers of immigration enforcement and conservative politics. That last part matters, because one section of the Americans and the Holocaust exhibit examines obstacles to immigration, telling the story of how U.S. immigration policy was designed to exclude Jews, Italians, Slavs, and other undesirables at the time, and asks visitors to see the Holocaust not as something that happened far away, but as something our nation's own decisions helped to shape. That message once moved the museum to publicly criticize Trump's first-term refugee bans. In 2017, it recalled the consequences to the millions of Jews who were unable to flee Nazism. That was then. Today, under Trump's second administration, the museum stands in a much more precarious place. Officially, it remains independent, but that means little when the president, who controls its board and millions of dollars in funding, has made anti-American content a political weapon. At the end of the day, the danger isn't just that this one exhibit will be rewritten. And again, it may not be, but each word cut out, every comparison softened, threatens to strip the exhibit's lesson of its all-important sting. So we should keep an eye out. If this upgrade becomes an opportunity to dull the truth, to erase America's complicity in its own history of exclusion, then what's being renovated isn't just an exhibit, but also our conscience.